Hello everyone, welcome to Social Club. We're going to kick off this week by discussing David Moyes, who was apparently a striker away from winning the Premier League with Everton. We had a great team at Everton, but we were missing a centre forward. And then, to be fair, next sentence, I might be exaggerating, but I think with that we could have been close to winning the Premier League. We were that good. Ped, he's talking about his time at Everton, of course. He's our resident Evertonian and person who generally winds up Newcastle and West Ham United fans. In this instance,
get a bit more than that at the moment.
In this instance, Everton, is he exaggerating to say that?
I think he's exaggerating a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit though. I think
a modicum of exaggeration.
I think he's talking about a top class striker, like an absolute like a Torres at his best at Liverpool. Or
interesting that you chose him.
Well, he's a very good player.
He was a very good player.
I think a lot of this is coming off that, like, obviously Lukaku is at Everton at the moment. Yeah. You're coming up against them. Is that the weekend, or is it tonight? Tonight. I don't really follow you, to be fair. But I think he's talking about.
He's following the progress of big stands and such.
Absolutely, but I think he's referring to Lukaku and saying, if I had someone of Lukaku's quality, now would someone of Lukaku's quality been enough to win the league for you?
We had Yakubu, who could be arguably described as better.
What? Right, okay, I can see this being on. It feels like another meta level of programme. There'd be a social club where someone says, and Ped says, I might be exaggerating, but I think Yakubu was actually a better player than
Don't you think Yakubu was a better striker than
Lukaku? When he was at Everton, by the time he got to Everton? No.
Did you not see his goal returns for Everton?
Did you? How many of those goal returns came in the first 6 months of his Everton
Don't
career?
forget. He went to the African nations and also had his Achilles snapped. So he was an absolute top class striker when he was at us.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was good. Like
Softlight can laugh all he wants. Milky Bar over there, but he fucking was a really top striker.
He was. I really liked it.
And he was a better goal scorer than Lukaku is.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to argue with me, they're full of shit.
So where would you rank him among strikers at the time? Yakubu, is he a top 10 world striker?
He wasn't a top 10 world striker, but if you're saying Lukaku, who
you're saying Lukaku's a top 10 striker.
Lukaku's only scored 3 goals since January.
Yeah.
So you can't really class him as top class if that's what we're comparing him with at the moment. But Everton did have a very good side at times under Moyes, and if we could have had a real top class striker, we could have had a go. We just never had any strikers.
Yeah.
We had Tim Cahill.
We'll get Josh in on this. I mean, how much of you football do you remember on the time? That was when you were just starting. Hang on, 2006. Where were Man City in 2006? You were in the Premier League, weren't you?
Mid-table.
Yeah.
The owner was getting chased around Asia.
Yeah. And planting like weird stuff under the pitches and stuff.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon Everton could have been contenders?
The key sentence in that Moyes quote is, I might be exaggerating, which means, he is exaggerating.
Yeah, like saying, don't take offence, but before giving someone an offensive
I mean, they had a good spine of the team, I think. Cahill was always on form, particularly against us. He used to score against us pretty much every time he played us. They did have a good side, and they were up there, as they said in.
I don't even know why you made this a topic. You're just bastards. You're just blatantly.
I didn't make this
trying
a topic.
to have me off. That's what you're trying to do.
No, David Moyes made this a topic, mate.
Well, he makes everything a topic, though. People ask him questions and he just blows them up, doesn't he?
He does say in the last 8 years we finished in the top 8, and we're really there were only 1 or 2 bad years. We finished 17th one year, and apart from that, the journey was terrific. In the last 2 years, we finished above Liverpool in the league. Just obviously got to keep getting that in there. You look at their spending over, keep getting that in there. That was a big thing.
Very true.
We couldn't break into the top 4 because we didn't have the finances to buy a centre forward. Kenwright gave me $5 million a year to spend. That was the budget I had, and if I could generate some of the money myself, so I had to work with that, and I was happy to do that. You're right. The Premier League was a different world 10 years ago, to be fair. And the fact that Everton in 2005 finished 4th was a testament to...
With Marcus Bent up front.
With Marcus Bent
For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. I think that's what he's sort of trying to say. If we didn't have Marcus Bent up front and we had a proper goal scorer, who knows what we could have done that season. And to be fair, he's not wrong, because I think we finished 4th with 64 points. And I think 64 points now gets you doesn't get you much, put it that way. So I think if he's talking about that one season, if we had a top-class striker that season, who knows? We just sold Wayne Rooney, of course. So maybe that particular season, he might be right. But, you know, the other seasons, we finished around 5th and 6th, but there was always a big gap between 5th and, you know, the top 3. So he loves to big himself up, does David Moyes, you know.
In a really small way.
No, but he loves to do it.
This is big, though, isn't it?
He did it when he got to Sunderland, when he said, we'll, you know, don't be surprised if we're around the relegation zone. So that if they finish 12th, I made us great. That's
not bigging himself up. That's the exact opposite.
Well, it is though. It is
big
smalling
himself down.
But it's not. It's not because when they do finish, if they do finish well, if they do finish 12th, he'll go, I did this.
Yeah.
That's what he's very good at.
He's very good at lowering expectations, which is fine after the fact. To come out 10 years after the fact and say he could have won the Premier League would have been.
The thing is that Everton side were a really good side. You know, they were a good footballing side. I just wonder, and I might be completely wrong on this, whether Barcelona kind of changed the model on what forwards are expected to do, in that they work hard for the team and stuff, around about the 2006-2007 side, where everyone of talent in that side used to work so hard. Whereas, I'm not sure back then that they really did that, you know what I mean? Whereas Moyes' sides were built on them all working really hard together.
I'm just wondering why you're comparing Barcelona with Everton.
Oh, look, Moyes has just compared you to such a Premier League winning side, and you weren't.
Barcelona have never won the Premier League.
No, but...
Well, we're delving out of the realms of reality. We might as well compare.
Staying on point, though, actually, I honestly wonder whether... Back then, they needed a striker who worked hard for the team. You get lots of them now, whereas I don't think you had a world-class one, and I don't think there was one out there back then who would have won you the league.
We did actually have strikers who didn't score goals and worked hard for the team and allowed other people to score goals. It's actually when he started introducing strikers who could score goals, that's where it all went wrong. That's when he bought people like James Beattie, and Andy Johnson had success for a time. But it was all about Tim Cahill. It was all about making chances for Tim Cahill. And once he sort of started tinkering with that form there, it didn't quite work. Yeah. So,
don't worry, Josh. We'll be talking about Man City in a bit, mate.
No, I was just going to say about the Everton. Could you make a comparison between them and the Leicester side we saw last season?
No, they weren't that.
That's a very good point, Josh.
They didn't have the...
I knew you were here for something for a very good reason.
They didn't have it so much firepower going forward, but they were very workman-based, weren't they?
No, it's a very good comparison.
Is it though?
Maybe if it would have had
Is what though?
a Vardy or something.
Is it a good comparison?
It is a good comparison.
What did you think I was talking about?
I just zoned out when you talk. I was so encapsulated by Josh.
Thank you.
And his Everton getting a spot on. No, he's right in what he's saying.
He played in
blue.
That's what
played in blue.
That's what we played like. We played like that though. We had swap Canty for Carsley. You know, Gravison for Mahrez. Latterly Arteta. We just didn't have
Victor Anichibi on the wing for
Victor
Mahrez.
for Jamie Vardy.
And you didn't have Ranieri managing you?
Well, Moyes went grey in the end, didn't he? So and clearly a little bit potty as well. Yeah. So no, that's a good comparison. It just wasn't the right time.
You know what?
Just wasn't the right time.
No,
it's your fucking topic.
I know, and on that, on the Everton in the mid-noughties, we're a bit like Leicester. With all credit to Josh for having a go, mate.
Thank you.
Hang on,
it's you.
Hang on. Decent team. Sorry, go to Anfield and shit the bed. Did he sound anything like fucking Everton?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Leicester do know how to win at Anfield, though.
Do they?
Yeah, you need to buy Ian Marshall, mate.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know. For a start, was your Kubu better than Lukaku? Let us know that. Can you compare the Leicester sides of last season?
I think you'll get 95% of Evertonians saying yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, Aubrey, that's a poll.
I think you will.
No, that's fine. No, I'm not being. I thought Kubu was a terrific centre forward.
Absolutely brilliant centre forward.
At times, let us know that in the comments below.
His age mightn't be right, but he's
going to be
fantastic striker.
About Real Madrid and Barcelona looking to get away from the Champions League and potentially go into a World Super League. We'll be discussing that. We've got Claudio Bravo / Joe Hart chat, which is going to get you pumped up, isn't it?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, probably that, yeah. Go ahead. I'll do that. And Liverpool's top 4 credentials as well, so stay tuned.